everyone. Let us discuss the remaining topics of chapter 7, population. In part 1 we have seen meaning and the population trends, that is size, male female ratio, gender ratio, age wise population, rural and urban population. We have discussed this in part 1. In part 2 we will discuss what are the causes and what are the measures to control population. Now, as you have seen earlier, overpopulation is a growing problem throughout the world. World's population has reached 7 billion. There will be, of course, be significant increase in the demand for food, water and energy in developing countries. Rapid population growth impedes development. Now over here it is saying something regarding population, that is overpopulation or increase in the population is one of the biggest problem of an economy. Since independence we are struggling with this problem, and it is also known as the nightmare and one of the biggest problem, one of the biggest economic problem which India has not yet got rid of. India has many third world countries and now passing through the phase of population explosion. Population explosion means that a rise in population. It is being argued that this situation has arisen because development in these countries has failed to maintain pace with the population growth. Over here it has been said that along with the growth, even the population is increasing, then economic development will not occur in an economy. Rapid growth of population causes poverty and proves to be a barrier to the development, because rapid growth will not happen, economy grow. It is one of the very important or essential barrier to get rid of. Now world's population, as you can see, what is happening is initially it was less and then it has grown. It is not only the problem of India, it is world's problem as well. Overall in the world the population has increased. Now population growth in India. India is the second most populous country in the world, over 1.21 billion people. India is already containing 17.5 of the world's population and projected to be the world's most populous by 2025, even defeating China. Population growth rate is 1.5%, ranking 90th in the world. India has more than 50% of its population below the age of 25 and more than 65% below the age of 35. It is expected that in 2020 the average age of an Indian will be 29 years compared to 37 for China, and for Japan it is 48. So now if you can compare the life expectancy rate, India is least among the life expectancy, one of the important determinant of physical quality of life index. We are to the lowest. Now let us quickly understand what are the causes of rapid growth of population. One is birth rate is very high. Over here what is happening is birth rate is high. As compared to that, with the passage of time what has happened is, you find n number of medicines to cure. As a result, what is happening is death rate has decreased. Point number 3, that is migration. Net migration is the difference between immigration and migration. Immigration is when a person moves out of the country, and migration is when a person moves into a country. Over here, for better job, for better standard of living, for better health care facilities, everybody is going to shift down from rural to urban. Now, as I have discussed earlier, let us understand once again. In India, the population has rapidly increased, mainly due to decline in the death rate and increase in birth rate. Now, what are the reasons for high birth rate? One of the economic factor is that is predominance of an agriculture in India, as you know, is an agriculture country. In agrarian society, children never be considered as an economic burden. Slow urbanization process and predominance of the village. The second one is poverty. Poverty. People are not poor because they are large families. The quite the contrary. They have large family because they are poor. Now there are other social factors as well. Near universality of marriage. That is, in India, even the childbirth used to take place as it is that is low age of marriage. So that is also considered one of the reason in the increase in the population. That is, presently in India, by the age of 50, not only 5 out of 1,000 Indian women remain unmarried. Over here, in a society in which we live, there is a tendency of getting married. Only, out of that is 5% will be single. And low age at the time of the birth, even the child marriages are happening. So the age at that time of birth is also very low. Religious and social superstition belief that there should be a male child in the house, belief that it must have a son because according to the religion certain rites can be performed only by him and no one else. It is the son who has to perform certain duties in a family. As a result, it is one of the factor of the cause of population. Joint family system. The joint family system includes the young couple to have children, though they may not be in a position to support them. Like they don't they are financially not sound, but still they are producing babies. Lack of education. The education is not proper. Then unawareness about the family planning services. Social and religious belief, especially in relation to the contraceptions and abortion, infant mortality rate. These all things will somehow contribute to increase in the population. Reasons, as I said, that population explosion is happening because there is increase in the birth rate and decrease in the death rate. Now, reasons for the decline in the mortality rate, number one is elimination of famines. There are certain diseases which earlier was like life taking or endangered for life, but now due to advanced medication one can get cure of those disease. Number two is control of epidemics and decline in the incidence of malaria and tuberculosis. Cholera and smallpox were the two major causes of epidemic before independence. Now cholera is completely eradicated and smallpox is very much under control. These are the reasons. Because of the disease, the death rate was very high. Supply of pure drinking water, proper sanitation and hygiene is also been provided by the government. All these things will lead to increase in birth rate. Then nutrition level has also been increased. Prior malnutritions were been provided. Now nutrition foods are available. The standard of living also has increased. Government is spending more on education, health care and expanded medical facilities. Then social factors such as conflict and levels of violent or crimes, all these things will lead to increase in population. Now let us quickly understand what are the measures to control population. We have seen the causes and what are the possible remedies to control population. First is mass education awareness. through television, visual media, schools or colleges, expert lecture, awareness should be created among the people, and importance of upliftments, all these things can be done. Demographer believe that the education is the best method for population control. One should get aware about how to control population. Second one, effectiveness of family planning programs. To make family planning programs more effective along with the public awareness, family planning services and intensives should also be increased. It is essential to create a simple and affordable contraceptive so that the population can be controlled. Preventive methods and should be used. Number 3, that is increasing the age of marriage and raising the status of women. Now, as per the population policy of 2000, there is the age of marriage of the woman. For woman it is 18 to 20 years if possible. This can be one of the measure, that if woman's status is raised in the society in the comparison to men, if equal opportunities are given with the help of education and employment. Then number 4, that is incentives and disincentives. Incentives and disincentives that are offered by the government play a very important role in the family planning. For instance, those couple who undergo sterilization are given financial compensation by the government. China has adopted this and they have quite controlled the population. And number 5 and the last is expansion in medical services and its growing effectiveness. That is key, higher medical services should be provided, and universalization and effectiveness of vaccination, and to make it effective, awareness regarding the communication disease like AIDS and sex awareness also should be given, so that we can control population to certain extent. A committee was set up to frame new population policy of 2000 under the chairmanship of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Thank you. With this, I conclude chapter population.